Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we are here to watch, what are we watching, Theta?
I Am Blood Orphans G side story. It's Tekkadan Recruitment interview, which is part of the urdr hunt game. What do you
Right.
remember from last time, Griff?
What I remember last time is that we had a plucky young pilot who has their grandmother's, gundam, I think, and they had received some sort of, object from a dying prisoner, and are now a part of a hunt that everyone is after. Uh, they were on Venus. They're like, oh, this place has seen better times. I want to make Venus a great place everyone wants to be, talking about their dreams, and then everything gets attacked. So,
Kind of feel like you're half right on a bunch of things.
that's just my brand right there. So feel free to
Or,
correct anything there.
or also I'm being pedantic on a number of things. We have Wistario Atham, which is our person that you described. I don't think he got the thing from a dying prisoner. I think he got the thing from the mystery girl who was on like a water level or something.
I think specifically the order of operations was that there's a prison break. They meet the prisoner meets the mystery girl. The mystery girl gives a thing to the prisoner, or the prisoner had it and was breaking out because of it, and they knew. The prisoner goes to the surface, gets into a mobile suit, gets dunked on. Our hero goes to investigate. The prisoner is dying and takes the object, and then they meet up in a warehouse later.
Well, that's the problem, is that our last scene, as I recall it, was the girl giving our main character the object. So,
I think that was more announcing or inviting them to the hunt, but I guess that's just entirely perspective in like a month since we watched it, right?
well, what my point being that either she took it from the prisoner and then gave it to him. Like, the idea being that, okay, instead of this guy being in the hunt, you're in the hunt. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's the one that brings them in, not so much the prisoner who was gonna shoot them.
But of course, that's the main plot, and we're definitely not watching the main plot to start with, right?
Also, technically, they're not on Venus. They're hovering in midpoint between Venus and space.
They are most related planetarily to Venus.
Well, arguably, they're most related to Earth, given they're human beings.
They are most proximate to the second planet from the sun.
It's hard to argue.
But yeah, no, this is a side story, and if I know my uh Japanese style games that go on for way too long, this is definitely going to be nothing to do with the main plot and entirely just its own thing, right?
Well, this is Tekkadan, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're panning over there, and I guess we're just gonna have some fun. I don't think there's anywhere more way we can preface it. We're just gonna see what they're up to.
I don't know. I tend to preface things.
Oh, what do you have to preface then?
Well, I'm going to preface your use of preface.
Look, I like my facades, okay?
I
It's a fox
prefer
fast
my
that I keep
facades
committing.
and my faux pas.
So, before you go ahead and start correcting all of my terrible pronunciations of things, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check us out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all just worth the challenge, just a little bit extra. I needed the ha translated.
ああ、俺はなぜの兄貴のとこへ急いで顔を出さなきゃならなくなった。かといって面接を中止にはできねえ。
You know, this sounds like a different
これ
voice
だけの人数
actor.
が集まってんだからな。
I don't know. It's been a long time.
It
だから
has.
任せたぜ、友人。鉄火団副団長として使えそうなやつをビシッと選んどいてくれ。待てよ、オルガ。面接と。
I do love just Eugene stuck in that pose forever.
俺はそういうお堅い仕事には関わってねえし、 会社の状況だってさ。
Well, just wait till he becomes Mr. Bushido.
細かいことはメリビットさんが教えてくれるから心配いらねえよ。お前は副団長として堂々としてりゃいいんだ。
Deputy leader doesn't know what's going on.
私が大体把握していますので。副団長は人柄や意欲を見て判断なさい。
Classic RPG background music.
いやけど
Oh yeah,
Very-
we got our like few
very
measures forever.
Not fitting for Tekkadan at
そ
all.
ういうのは俺は向いてねっていうか。
Well, it's definitely fitting for like a low energy at home intermission scene for sure.
お前にも先頭に立ってもらう機会が増えるだろう。腹くくれよ、ユージ。こいつも大事な仕事のうちだ。じゃあ、頼んだぜ。
So, I wonder if we're just gonna get introduced to a whole bunch of new characters that are not gonna get hired, and they're the ones that appear in this game.
I mean, probably.
苦手だって言ってんのによ。
Why do they all end up in Venus? Well, Tekkadan forgot to hire them.
っていうかそもそもなんで俺が副団長なんだよ。
I think you became deputy leader because you liked crashing spaceships into stuff.
では採用かどうかは後日連絡しますので、今日はお疲れ様でした。
はい、失礼します。
Iron-Blooded Orphans job interviews.
疲れました？
So that's
We get
the
to
part
stay-
of Gundam that we were missing from every other show.
しますか？
ああ、いや、そんなんじゃ。
You know how I was talking about in Vanada's Heart about like
ただなんて
just having an entire chapter of just being in the office, doing a day of work? Well, I'm getting it now. Got what I wished for.
面接に来てる奴らも人生かかってんだろうし、真剣に話聞いて選んでやんなきゃなって。
確かにそうですね。副団長から見て、ここまで有力な人材は見つかりました？
We haven't seen one of them. It's been you two and Orga.
さっぱりわかんなくて。
We're seeing this through Eugene's lens. He's forgotten everything, so he don't know either.
みんなダメな気もするし。オルガはどうやって決めてんのかな。もしかしてコイン投げて裏表とか。
Alright, we both flip a coin, and if we both get heads, you're in.
ですよね。
では次の方お呼びしますね。
That last one, they're not getting hired. If we see one person with a face, we know that the other people didn't get
どう
hired.
ぞ。
Oh, there's the face.
Yeah, but we know him from season 2, no less. This is when he gets hired.
ああ、
The guy who knew an awful lot about the Calamity Ward machine.
失礼します。
Oh gosh, yeah.
と。
Oh, he seems like such a nerd here, too.
やっぱかっこいいっすね。あ、
What's with this drum beat?
This is picking up the momentum. We're in the misunderstanding phase.
オルガは留守でな。俺は副団長の友人セブンスタークだ。
そうだったんですか。
Congratulations, you failed the interview already.
いや、でも貫禄っていうかオーラっていうか。
Yeah, just imagine how bad the first 16 had to have been.
そりゃどうもな。
Yeah, how bad they must be for this guy to get hired.
なんで鉄火団に入りたいのかを聞かせてくれ。
なんでってそりゃ。派生といえば鉄火団っしょ。今一番熱いじゃないですか。
熱い。
Yeah, Tekkadan hip and happening. That's what I envision.
めちゃくちゃかっこいいじゃないですか。
Yeah, that's what she's known as, the Princess of Mars. Not the, something of Revolution. What was it? Wasn't the Princess of Revolution. It was something of the Goddess of
Angel,
Revolution.
it's not Queen.
形から入る方なんで。
あ、そう。で、鉄火団で何がやりたいんだ。
Maiden of Revolution, that's what it was.
There we go.
こう見えて器用なんですよね。不満とか愚痴とか言わずによく働く方だし、性格も明るくてムードメーカーとか言われます。あと頭の回転も速い方で。
わかったわかった。
I feel like any sentence where you have to start with, like, despite how I look, is already digging a grave.
So you wouldn't have hired the Elephant Man, is what you're saying.
では、結果は後日連絡いたします。今日はお疲れ様でした。あ、それと、次の18番の方に部屋に入るよう伝えていただけますか?
Yeah, we're just gonna meet those 3 guys, I think. That's what this is.
Oh gosh, and he's just gonna... This is how they get hired. Eugene just goes, I don't know, just give me the last 3.
Yeah, I'm tired of this. Oh, it's gonna be the big guy? No, we didn't hire 18 at all, did we?
Nah, they're just picking up right where they were.
No, the sound of the door closing made it sound like a big guy was coming into the room, so I thought it was the giant dude who kept his eyes closed all the time.
I think they just have a really rusty door.
失礼します。
座ってくれ。まずは名前と鉄火団に入りたいと思った動機を教えてくれるか。
はい。名前は。
Who is this one?
聞こえねえぞ。もっとでかい声。
Because he didn't say anything, there was no subtitles.
あ、すみません。
When I think mercenary soldier, I think the most timid person in the room. It's him again.
17番のザクローです。
What happened?
なんだよ、さっき終わったろ。
大事なことを言い忘れてました。
Oh, he just barged back into the room.
実は俺、工業系の学校に通ってたことがありまして、整備とか修理とか。
I mean, it's not like the other guy said freaking anything at all.
知識もかなりあります。モビルワーカーの扱いなんかもバッチリです。
いや、ちょっと待って。
性格も明るくてムードメーカーって言われます。頭の回転も速い方で。
Ah, you already said that.
さっき聞いた。言って黙れ。おい、18番。こいつを見てみろ。
No, because number 18 doesn't exist.
てめえの番でもねえのに勝手に入ってきて自分を売り込んでやがる。
We were gonna pay another voice actor who didn't need to say any lines.
Time to pit the interviewees against each other. Whoever wins a fight gets the job.
お前もせっかく面接来てんだ。こいつぐらいずうずうしくやってみろ。
Try to be as forward as this guy. I'm not sure you can be.
気持ちのアピールって大事だぜ。まずくれよ顔が。あと喋り方な。俺みたいに採用されたきゃもっと明るくハキハキと。
If you want to get hired like I did, you need to get hired. Yes.
誰が採用するって言った。
Oh, love it.
They can't use me as an example and not hire me.
面接終わってんだ。とっとと出てけ。ほらほら。
おい、いって。ちょっと。ダンボやめてくださいよ。
Violence is wrong, you know, he says, joining the mercenary group.
Trying to.
うるせえ。つまみ出されてえか。
副団長、面接中ですから。
There's no fighting in the war room.
Oh no, at least that was funny.
足元を救おうってやつが必ず出てくる。鉄火弾がでかくなりゃ、それだけ敵も増えるんだ。ま、油断だけはするなよ。
肝に銘じておきます、兄貴。
急に呼んで悪かったな。仕事忙しいんだろ？
いえ、友人に任せてきましたから。
I'm sure Eugene has everything in
一度
hand.
聞こうと思ってたんだが、なんで友人を副団長に指名したんだ？
He was in the room when I left.
当選に関しちゃずば抜けてるってのは聞いてるが、正直、下の門をまとめる力が特にあるとも思えねえ。気の合うダチだからか？
いえ、むしろ逆ですね。
逆？
あいつとは昔から
Ah, text games.
しょっちゅう喧嘩してました。
Where I waste 15 seconds of my life waiting for somebody to repeat the thing that the other guy just said.
信じてつい
No, I'd say it's more the opposite. The opposite?
けどそれだけじゃ組織は強くならね
Quick, we need to have a reaction cam of everyone's face in the universe here before we continue.
え。違うと思ったら胸ぐら掴んで文句を言ってくれる。そんな奴が鉄火団には必要なんです。
There we go. I like that. I think Orga's still a good character for like stuff exactly like that.
そうか。そんなに大変だったか。
たく、普段使わねえ頭使いまくって死ぬかと思ったぜ。
で、めぼしい奴はいたか。
Only one of them had a face.
何人かはな。
One of them kept running in after every interview.
ザクローですか？不採用かと思ってました。
なんでそいつを？
ああ、お調子者そうだけど、割と真面目そうっつうか、空気読めなさそうだけど、そうでもなさそうっつうか。
なんだ、はっきりしねえ理由だな。
なあ、他人の人生決めてかかんのなんか胃が痛えんだよ。
Oh, you're in the wrong business.
あいつになら悪いがここは一緒に泣いてくれって言えると思ったな。そんだけだ。
判断基準は付き合いやすさか？会社は仲良しく
It's a weird,
友人。
it's a weird line. I want employees I can cry with.
採用だ。
え？
明日連絡しといてくれ。
はい。
いいのかよ。
俺にはない視点だが、集団行動ってやつには重要なところだ。
おお。
大人の判断ですね、副団長。
It's also really weird to consider this is where our secondary characters came from.
They had to be hired at some point.
Well, I mean that our main characters are all forced into this by being child mercenaries and everything, and this dude was just some guy they could call on the phone, had his own life and everything, just off somewhere else.
Yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, I heard these guys are cool heroes. I want to be a cool hero too.
あら、意外と順調だったんですね、団長。
友人てめえ！んなことは人間の深みと関係ねえだろうが！
残念だが俺が関係ありありなんだよ。女ってのは男を映す。
This is such good deflection though. It's like, oh yeah, ignore everything I went through. Let's talk about you now.
そういう店で金払ってチヤホヤしてもらっただけだろうが。
うるせえ！女を知らねえガキオがずっと待ちやぜ！
なんだとこ
ら！なんだこれ！
やんのかおい！
上等だこら！
And these two are best friends.
団長も副団長も、少し落ち着いて。
Oh, it's like you said to Naze, this is a man that'll grab me by the collar and
いい加減にしなさい、ガキども。
すみません。
Oh, pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, that was at least an amusing little side story there. It's been a while since we've seen the characters, but I think just seeing a natural little bit of day in the life is definitely fun, right?
It's just
It's
weird.
what I asked for, it's what I got.
Well, I mean, it's like those moments in like Gundam 00 or Sympho Gear where I'm like, well, how did this happen? Or why didn't they explain this shit? And this is like, this is just weirder to consider than not that, again, that our dude here was just some guy who's living his life and just has applied for a job, whereas everybody else is here because they had nowhere else to be.
Right, this is kind of like the weird place they ended up like post season 1, where it's like they no longer have to be space mercenary orphans. They could do other things. But now that's about what they're known for and good at, so they just kind of keep doing it.
No, I'm not talking
Now
about
they're-
them. I'm talking about our man here who's applying for a job. I'm
Mhm.
saying that these kids grew up this way. They had nowhere else to be. This guy had any other choice. He's like, I'm going to apply to Target or Walmart or Tekkadan. You know, he's just...
He did a whole trade school, you know, he's got lots of skills, he's a good guy.
To say
he's like,
he looked at
I'll
the
be
job
space
market
mercenary.
and applied to Tekkadan. And then this is just the shit you get from this game, right? You wouldn't know that from just watching the show because he's there and you're thinking, oh, he's wearing the same outfit. Maybe just one of the kids we didn't see before. Nope.
Mhm.
Walked in off the street, applied for a job.
I mean, at some point, it's gotta happen, right? They didn't just find more orphans.
No, well, literally what I just said, Griffin,
Yeah,
was
I
that
know,
it
I know.
didn't have to happen. He could have just been one of the kids that we didn't see yet.
Uh, at the same time, I think it also is important in, like, showing off when Season 2 starts, like, how they've changed as an organization. But, like, being legit is what they are now.
Season 2 started with them walking into another man's business and killing him in cold blood and getting away with it due to an agreement that they had.
But was that the start of Season 2?
Yes.
I thought that was, like, the end of it.
Nope.
Okay. Still is... I think it's more emblematic of the different position they're in still, regardless. That they're no longer just that thing before. Like, yeah, no, someone could look and go, that's a good employer. They have a reputation. They seem like good people. They have money. And I think given the state of Mars that we saw, like, in the show, it's entirely possible people would still think, like, yeah, no, this is probably a good place to get things done. So it doesn't seem that weird to me. It's just only weird in that, you never see this sort of thing happen in a show.
It is weird. It is very weird. I don't understand why you think it's not weird. Everything you said made no sense to me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Different perspectives.
It'd be like, again, Mars isn't some sort of backwards nowhere. They've got cities. They've got massive fields. They've got everything Earth has. It just happens to be on Mars. So literally, what you're saying is like going down to South America and then joining some like not South America. Maybe I can't think of where I'm thinking of. Maybe South America. Some like local narco group, not anti-narco group. Like joining a drug cartel, right? Like going, like you live in Texas and walking through Mexico to go to say Brazil and joining a drug cartel just out of nowhere. Like I'm sitting down for my job interview with the drug cartel.
The drug cartel pays well, man. What can I tell you? Look, drug cartel's out there. I'm here and available. I got a degree. You know, I'm a real good worker.
Look, you need a chemist. I went to school. I'm just saying it's really weird because if like any other show, right, it'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna go down to the pharmacy and see if I can get a job with the qualifications that I have, right? Or I'm gonna work at the hospital, you know, prescribing shit for people who need it at the hospital. I'm just gonna go join the drug cartel So I'm a go-getter. It's weird. I'm saying it's weird, and that is weird when you hear me say it out loud. And that's what this kid's doing. We know that the area Tekkadan bases itself in is surrounded by businesses. It's a city. It's a community. They've got farm fields outside of it. It's literally
a local business drug cartel, right? I love the comparison.
I'm saying he went out of his way to join a really weird business. It's weird.
I mean, at the same time, I've done the job hunt before. You just kind of send out your application everywhere. The fact he got an interview is already amazing. So with all that said, Theta, is there much left for us here to do?
No.
In that case, I think we wrap this one up. So, this has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. This has been Urdr Hunt. I'm Griffin. That's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?